Hi everyone, guess what? I'm in Haifa, the third largest city here in Israel, and today we'll take you with me in order to visit this wonderful panorama view. What you waiting for? Are you ready? I will take you with me. Let's go. Can you just see the perfection of these gardens? Wow. There's a place in the north of Israel where geometry meets spirituality, where gardens don't just decorate a mountain, they transform it. Welcome to Haifa, and more specifically, to one of the most breathtaking landscapes in the world. The Baha'i Gardens, from the first moment you see them, cascading down Mountain Carmel like a perfectly designed green waterfall, your eyes are drawn to one thing, that golden dome. But what is it? A temple? A monument? And why is everything here so impossibly perfect? Today, we are going to walk through it all. The history, the hidden meanings, the obsessive maintenance, and the quiet mysteries behind this place. What you are seeing here is not just a garden. It's a 19-terrace masterpiece stretching over nearly a kilometer down the slope of Mountain Carmel. Each level is meticulously aligned, forming a perfectly symmetrical axis that leads your eye straight to the center, the Golden Dome building. These terraces were completed in 2001 after years of constructions that began in 1987 and involved thousands of workers and gardeners. And everything, every tree, every flower, every stone is placed with intention. Nothing here is random. That glowing structure in the center is called the Shrine of Bab. It's not a temple in the traditional sense. It's actually a tomb, the resting place of a man known as the Bab, a spiritual figure from the 19th century Persia. His remains were brought here in the early 1900s. And the building that you see today was completed in 1953. Architecturally, it's fascinating. A structure with 9 sides symbolizing unity, surrounded by granite columns and marble walls, and crowned by the Golden Dome, about 40 meters high. Even the number 9 repeats throughout the design, because in the Baha'i faith, it represents completeness and unity. So this is not just a structure. This is not just architecture. It's philosophy turned into stone. At the first glance, it feels like pure aesthetics. Perfect edges, bright flowers, gravel paths that look freshly combed. But the gardens are actually designed to express spiritual ideas. They represent harmony, order, and the unity of humanity, core principles of the Baha'i faith. Even the layout reflects this. 9 terraces above the shrine, 9 terraces below, and the shrine itself at the center, like a balance point between earth and heaven. And then there is a view. From the top, you can see the entire city of Haifa, the port, and the Mediterranean stretching into infinity. It's designed to make you pause and think. Now, there's something most people don't realize. Keeping this place looking like this, it's a massive operation. Every year, around 200 volunteers gardeners from all over the world come here to maintain it. And the level of detail is extreme. We are talking about constant pruning to keep symmetry perfect, daily cleaning of pathways, careful irrigation systems, seasonal replanting of flowers for color consistency. Even the gravel is ranked into clean, geometric patterns. And when it comes to the shrine itself, restoration projects have taken thousands of hours, including replacing gold tiles, repairing stone, and reinforcing the structure against earthquakes. This is not just gardening, it's precision, almost like maintaining a living museum. To understand why this place exists at all, we have to go back to the 1800s. The Bab, whose tomb lies there, was a religious figure who challenged the status quo in Persia. He was executed in 1850. Years later, his followers secretly moved his remains until they were finally laid to rest here in Mount Carmel. The location wasn't random. It was specifically chosen by Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith. And over time, Haifa became the global spiritual center of that religion. Then, in 2008, the gardens and shrine were recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site, considered of outstanding universal value. So what you are walking through today, it's not just a tourist attraction. It's one of the most important spiritual sites in the world. Here is a few things most visitors don't notice. The gardens cover over 200,000 square meters of land. The design blends Eastern and Western architecture intentionally. Each terrace has slightly different style, almost like chapters in a story. And silence is part of experience. This place is meant for reflection. Even the way you walk through is controlled. You don't just wander randomly. You follow a path, almost like a journey. So what is this place really? A garden? A shrine? A symbol? Maybe it's all of those things. Or maybe it's something simpler. A reminder that humans can create beauty when they care enough about every detail. From the symmetry of terraces to the shrine of that golden dome, everything here is intentional. And maybe that's why it feels so different. Because in a chaotic world, this place is perfectly calm. And it's true. Actually, I felt so much peaceful when I came over here visiting a couple of years ago, let's say, and it felt like, my goodness, was the peaceful city on earth in that time that I was rolling these videos. Yeah, it's very hard to understand and realize that nowadays, in very difficult times of war, this place unfortunately turned back to war, and peace and quietness are no longer reigning in this wonderful place. That's sad. Anyways, who exactly was the Bab? And why is someone from Persia buried here in Haifa? The Bab, whose name literally means the gate, was born in 1890s in what is now Iran. At just 25 years old, he made a bold and dangerous claim. He said he was a messenger of God and that he was preparing the way for someone even greater to come. This message spread quickly, but also changed the religious and political authorities of the time. In 1850, the Bab was executed in the city of Tabriz, but his story didn't end here, because his followers believed he was not just a preacher, but a key figure in a new spiritual movement. So they secretly preserved his remains, and for decades they moved them from place to place across Persia, hiding them to protect them from being destroyed. The person that Bab said would come after him was a man known as Baha'u'llah. He was also Persian, and like the Bab, he was persecuted and exiled for his beliefs. Over time, Baha'u'llah was forced to come across Ottoman Empire from Iran to Iraq to Turkey and eventually to this region that was then Ottoman Palestine. He spent the final years near the city of Acre, and it was he who chose Mount Carmel, this exact mountain, as the future resting place of the Bab, not randomly, but symbolically. In many religious traditions, Mount Carmel is seen as a sacred place, a meeting point between humanity and the divine. So bringing the Bab here was meant to anchor this new faith in a place already rich with spiritual meaning. But the journey wasn't immediate. The remains of the Bab didn't arrive here until 1909, decades after his execution. And yes, at that time, this was still part of the Ottoman Empire.
Hello.
Oh! How are you today? Welcome to
Haifa.
Ah. Mini apartment over here. Are you happy?
Take two.
Yeah, round 2. So, this is a Israeli pizza or is Italian pizza, this one? Israeli pizza? Oh no, I don't want it. How dare you? L'unica che prende la pizza e le olive per poi scartarle. Incredibile. No. Bella, no. Mi dicono che il buongiorno si vede dal mattino. E allora? Buongiorno. Shalom. How are you today? Yeah. Yes, look at this. I'm already in paradise. Wow. This is so Middle East. I love it. So good. Cosa fai? Why you're like this? Huh? Why you're like this?
I'm sitting.
Miau. Taim? Zak? Zaki? Wow.